This is Chris.
This is Ben from Icons of Surf, and you're watching
SanctimonTimes.com. I'm Chris. I'm the board manager and one of the managers of Icons of Surf in Sanctimony. This is our store. We've been in this location since January, but we've been in business further up the street, closer to downtown, for 5 years. We kind of specialize in having more of an alternative surf kind of demographic. Like, we have a bunch of fishes there. These are made by Bing, and they're a company that's been around since the late 50s. Oh, these are fishes. These are traditionally they're a San Diego design. Steve Liss, kind of late 60s. Steve Liss made this design. It's a very cool, very fast fish. Features a flatter rocker, which is very typical of this transition era of boards. It helps you get in the waves a lot easier. And you see you have a cool little keel setup right there. The twin fin gives you kind of a skateboardy type feeling, really loose, more like parallel type surfing, like heel to toe. And the swallowtail is basically a design that not only does it trim water off the tail, but it makes it easier to sink. Because if you had a tail that was just a square tail, it would be a lot more foam. So with this narrower swallowtail, it makes it easier to sink, so it's easier to turn. We have a bunch of affordable new boards that are great for Christmas gifts this year. We have stuff from Linden, Plastic Machine, have some Bings as well. This is the Lotus, another late 60s Bing design. This is the original template. We're Bing's largest distributor, so we give the opportunity to dive into the archives and get some good designs going. You can see the foil is a lot different. You can see the thick tail. It's a lot different from your contemporary board. This is basically what they were riding back then. This is Chris Christensen. This particular model is done for Mikey Temple. He's an East Coast surfer. Really good. The shreds on shortboards, longboards, single fin logs. Great surfer. San Diego influences. You see a lot of parallel surfing. Like the fish is a good example of that. And then in this board, I'm not sure if you can see it, but a lot of guys like the legends of surfing, like Skip Fry, Hinson, they use a single concave in the forward trim section to a double barrel concave with some spiral V. This makes the board very fast. It trims water. It kind of flows down the single concave and splits at the double and makes it very easy to turn. Kind of a 70s design, but still applies for today. This is Hawaiian Pro Designs. These were made started by Don Takayama. He was a surfer, shaper from the mid-60s, early to mid-60s. Guys who ride contemporary thrusters. This is a great board for somebody that rides a thruster. Those are the double bumps. Rides a thruster and then wants kind of like a flatter, thicker board for smaller days. This is some more of his boards. These are more like mid-lengths. These are good boards for everyday surf, for just charging bigger conditions. Like this board is a very good, this is another Christensen. Very slim down, and then has the same kind of spiral concave again. Mid-lengths are great for anyone who's been rides traditional longboard or high pro longboard that wants to get into transitioning down to a shorter board. This is a great little step towards that. And it's also good for guys who ride shorter boards and want to have something that's bigger for a smaller day. Okay. This is the same as that fish over there, just a big 7/0 one. So this is like a big guy fish with a really hot pink. Here we have some Josh Halls, which is another San Diego surfer. Great guy, has been in the industry, kind of new, but really knows his stuff. He's pretty much like the prodigy, or he's learned a lot of things from Skip Fry. He's a great shaper and great surfer. This is more of a mid-length with the hard edge in the tail, but a displacement hull is basically a board. It has a very all bellied out bottom with an upturned rail. So basically when you're taking off, the water is flowing, displacing off the sides. So you get kind of a lifting type feel. Very good. Kind of not the best board if you're riding in a beach break, but it's the best board. I really like them in Rincon style, Malibu style surf. And it's really good at churches too. But you need a very lined up wave, open face. These are all Bings. This is a mini log. This is a board they made called the Silver Spoon. It's basically a nose yard, but they made in a smaller template. This is another displacement hull that they made. Very little influence. Greg Little's a guy from Hawaii. Basically, I think he's stationed in Kauai, and he rides a lot of displacement hulls and kind of started this whole craze of displacement hulls in the past year or so. Great labels like Gordon Smith. This is the Stretch. They make other good labels like the Redfin. This is the Redfin right here. This one Mike Hinson shaped for them like in the mid 60s under the Gordon Smith label. Then we have local shapers. This is a good friend of ours, Brandon Montoya. He used to have a shop across the street actually. This is also a label with another taco fish. This is it's kind of unique that we've kind of designed this. This is all fabric right here that we've glassed onto the board. And we've made only a certain number of rolls of fabric. So if someone was to purchase this board, they would never see a pattern like this again. This is Boss, shaped by Bob Kennedy. He's in San Clemente. Kind of a very revolutionary design. Features it's called an S-deck. It creates a lot of sensitivity on the nose, and when you're nose riding with this S-deck, the force from the back of the wave pushes the tail down, and then you on the nose pushes the nose down, making a completely flat surface. So you get a very fast, very good nose ride. These are Shane Horan's. Shane's done a lot of revolutionary surfer. Has a lot of really cool designs. This you can ride into a quad, 2+1, or like a 5-fin setup. Osh Hall, the same as one of those stubby shapers over there. This is a Skip Fry influence board. They're called gliders now. Basically, it's a 10-foot board to 11-foot board. Gets you a lot of. You can ride them. I like them in bigger days because you kind of get in and you go really fast. And you're sitting way out there, kind of scaring everybody. Checking out Gatoroi Surfboards. This is a really interesting company. It's a 26-year-old fellow named Robin Kegel. Robin Kegel shaped these boards. Sent a couple of influences from like Phil Edwards, which is like a Phil Edwards template. But it's very slimmed down and it's very trim-oriented, and it's kind of like performance-oriented single fin that you can ride. It's a board that you can ride. He designed these boards so you can ride them in like bigger surf or smaller surf. Just a good single fin you ride every day. And this is called unique name called a Death Dagger. And then you have nose riders like this. This is called a New Playboy. It's a part of his 65 series, which is kind of a loggier type series. Features more of a 60-40 rail. And very unique. It has concave in the tail for controlled pivot. And nose ride's very nice in the pocket. Thank you for joining us. My name is Chris, board manager at Icons of Surf. Feel free to come by, check out our shop. We have a really good combination of alternative surfing, good high quality boards, great staff, and good clothing. So come on by and check us out.